KD9MED, KD9MED, K9RFD.
KD9MED.
Start recording.
Alright, Jimmy, we're live streaming. Go for it.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. It's 8 o'clock. And welcome to the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9AXD Repeater in Rockford. My name is Jim. My call is K9GCR. I'm located here in Freeport, and I'll be your host this evening. The purpose of having this net is what the name implies, to have fun. This is what this hobby of amateur radio is all about, in addition to providing emergency communications if when the situation warrants. A secondary purpose of this net is providing an on-air meeting place for all amateur radio operators. Everybody's welcome to check in. You do not have to be a member of any club, organization, group, or association to participate in this net. All you need is a valid FCC license. This net meets each and every Friday evening at 8 p.m. This repeater has a PL 114.8 minus offset. You need to have that programmed into your radio in order to have access to the repeater. For those of you who may be using older radios that do not have PL capability, or the PL on the radio is not working properly, you can check in the Friday Night Fun Net by using the repeater output frequency of the straight 610 simplex. If I hear you, I will acknowledge you and check you into the net. Also, this net is being live streamed around the world via the internet. Mike, K9MED down in Rochelle, is live streaming this net. Those of you who wish to check in via the internet, just go ahead and transmit your call to Mike, K9MED, and he will relay your internet check-in to me over the radio. Also, this net is being recorded for future replay on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. Also, if you're out in the sticks and you can hear the repeater, but you can't get to it due to conditions, or you're too far away from it and you don't have internet access or a cell phone or what have you, you can give me a call on the Friday Night Fun Net Central hotline, area code 815-232-FN, 232-3636, the local Freeport number. I'll take your check-in over the phone, but try to check it on the radio first. Also, during the net, we will be getting a repeater ID from the Manitowoc, Wisconsin 61 repeater. So that if you hear an ID other than our 610 repeater ID in the Rockford area, that's what it is. Anybody who's listening in Manitowoc, Wisconsin, you are welcome to check into this net. This repeater is located here in Rockford, Illinois, and this repeater is a PL 114.8 minus offset. We welcome you, your stations from up in the Manitowoc, Wisconsin area. Okay, here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to take a short time on mobile stations. If you have family time, you're concentrating, you're driving, you have something else going on that you can't stay for the net, you're welcome to check in the short time. And if you have traffic, we'll do your traffic right away. And also, then I will take general check-ins. First, I'll take general check-ins from northern Illinois. Next, I'll take general check-ins from southern Wisconsin. After that, we'll take general check-ins from anywhere in northern Illinois or southern Wisconsin. When you check in the net, state whether or not you do have traffic. Your traffic consists of breakfast, bike rides, marathons, and handfests. We got a big handfest coming up this Sunday. That will be the topic tonight. Where do you, when you go to Sandwich this Sunday, you're gonna go to buy stuff, you're gonna meet people, or you're gonna do both? But that's what we'll be talking about tonight. Also, next Friday, be sure to tune in. We got the big one coming up next Friday. It's going to be the 700th edition of the Friday Night Fun Net. I'm going to ask everybody what do you like about the net and what makes you want to check in every Friday. We're definitely going to have some fun with that. But that's next Friday, May the 6th. Tonight we're going to talk about the Sandwich Hamfest. Then we'll do our regular features. We'll do the W9UIJ Carl's Corner. This is our TechNet portion. If you have any technical questions, we'll please feel free to ask them. We'll do our best to answer them. Are you having a problem with your amplifier or power supply? What kind of antenna do you want to put up on your tower? What kind of a mobile unit or base unit should I get? This segment is in honor of the late, great Carl Larson, W9UIJ. When we had the old Tuesday evening TechNet on the Monroe 145-110 repeater, he always had a segment called Carl's Corner. He read stuff about different magazines, publications about propagation theory, electrical principles, and what have you, all about ham radio. So, okay. Then we'll do our, let's see. Yes. We're going to do the Friday Night Fun Net trivia segment tonight, and we're going to ask, the questions will be related to radio etiquette. That was our topic last Friday night, so we're going to, in keeping with that theme, we're going to, all the questions on the trivia segment tonight will be in connection with radio etiquette. Then we'll of course, later during the night, we'll do the W9 Gene Duncan DX Corner in honor of our late great friend and colleague, Gene Duncan, W9GD, the king of DX. Every time he checked in his net, he always had a DX report to pass along. Then we'll have the swap net segment. If you don't want to take anything down the sandwich, you want to get rid of it, you want to advertise it here on the radio, you're welcome to do so. Okay, I've had no early bird check-ins tonight, so let's go ahead with all the so-called formalities out of the way. Let's get underway. Do we have any short-time mobile stations I'd like to check in? Please call now.
KD9UOM mobiles. AA9VU. Michael in Janesville. I have no traffic.
Okay, in keeping with radio etiquette, I've tried to leave some space in there if anybody else wants to check in. Scott, KD9ULM. Good, this is your first time checking the Friday Night Fun Net. I know you're short time, but welcome to Friday Night Fun Net. You'll find this net interesting and what have you. If you have a Facebook page, you can, this net is being recorded for future replay on the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page. Go to Friday Night Fun Net Central. Follow the instructions, you can listen to this net. Scott, welcome to this wonderful hobby of Rams Radio. I'm sure we'll talk to you during a future net when you're free. Thanks, sir, for checking in. AA9VU, Mike in Janesville. I've got you checked in short time, 7-3. Have a good evening. Thanks for checking in. Any more short time mobile stations you want to check in, please call now.
89APZ, short time. May check in later. In Janesville, WI9 Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. I've got no traffic tonight there, Jimmy. Truck.
Okay, I've got 2 stations checked in short time. K9EPZ, Al and Rochelle. Okay, Al. Well, I'm sure you'll check in later on during the net. Thanks for checking in. WI9WTF, Tom in Janesville, I've got you checked in. You have a good evening. Drive safely, 7-3. We'll talk to you hopefully next Friday. Thanks for checking in. Any more short time on mobile stations I'd like to check in, please call now.
This is Kilo Delta 9, Quebec Victor Echo. Greg up here in Beloit, Wisconsin, checking in short time. I'll be listening throughout the night, though.
Okay, K9QVE, Greg and Boyd, got you checked in. Okay, please feel free to check in again. That's, we'll be happy to hear you again. Thanks for checking in, Greg. Any more short time on mobile stations would like to check the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now.
K9TZT, Larry, no traffic. Might check in later. Thank you, K9TZT.
K9KTT, Larry and Robert, the king of CW. And we got you checked in, Larry. You're welcome to check in later on during the net. Larry has 3 CW practice sessions, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursday nights, immediately following the respective 2-meter nets on these repeaters. Thanks for checking in. We'll look forward to hearing from you later on during the net, Larry. Any more short time on mobile stations for the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now.
November 9, Golf Bravo Papa, Greg in Rockford, and I'll try to check back in later on too.
N9GBP, Greg and Robert. Got you checked in, Greg. You, hopefully you'll check in later on. The night is young. It's Friday night. Nobody's going anywhere. We usually go for around 2 hours or so, depending on what happens. Okay, thanks for checking in, Greg. Any more short-time mobile stations for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
W9JTC is going to check in short time, Jimmy. Have a great net.
W9JTC, Jamie and Robert. Okay, Jamie, I've got you checked in. If you please feel free to check in later on during the net if things allow on your end. Thanks for checking in. Any more short-time mobile stations for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
KC9 GCR. This is KD9, Romeo Papa Papa, Gina, Beloit, Wisconsin. Short time, no traffic. Good evening.
KD9RFD in Beloit, we got you checked in. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Hopefully we'll talk to you down the line. Thanks for checking in. Any more short-time mobile stations for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
Hello, Jim. KC9GCR, A9SF. Short time. Hope you got a great net tonight, Jim.
A9SF, Scott, at the beautiful Kishwaukee River Yacht Club, south of Rockford. Your signal is great tonight, Scott. Yes, so far the check-ins are rolling in hot and heavy. We'll see what happens. Thanks for checking in, Scott. I know you're listening to the ball game. So thanks for checking in. Have a good evening. Any more short-time mobile stations for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
KC9QPO, Paul and Los Spartans, start time.
K9QPL, Paul and Love Spark. Got you checked in, Paul. You have a good evening, and thanks for checking in. We'll talk to you down the log. Any more short-time mobile stations for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, again, in keeping with radio etiquette, I'm trying to leave space in there so I don't walk on anybody when they're trying to check in. We have 11 short-time stations so far. A few of them may check in later on during the net, so that's good. Okay, let's go with general check-ins. First, at this time, I'll take general check-ins from Northern Illinois who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net. Please call now.
KC9NW, Tom and Roscoe.
EC9NW, Tom and Roscoe. Got you checked in, Tom. I'll get back to you a few minutes around table. Thank you for checking in. Any more general check-ins from Northern Illinois for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now.
KD9MED, Mike and Rochelle.
KD9MED, Mike and Rochelle. Mike is live streaming this net around the world on the internet, and he's also recording this net for future replay on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. Okay, Mike, we've got you checked in. Thanks for all you do. We'll get back to you a few minutes at the round table. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins in Northern Illinois for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
KD9MED, Cary and Rockford.
Folks, K9MED and Cary and Robert got you checked in. Cary, we look forward to your DX report in a few minutes, and your we'll also get back to you on the roundtable. Thanks for checking in. Anybody, again, those who are listening in the Manitowoc, Wisconsin area, you're welcome to check into this net. This repeater in Rockford, Illinois is a BL 114.8 minus offset. So, okay. K9MED, we'll get back to you in a few minutes. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins from Northern Illinois for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
Kilowatt Echo 9 Norway. My name's Kurt and I'm in Roscoe.
KD9N, Curtin and Roscoe. The new president of Rod, he's still the repeater chairman. Okay, Kurt, I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you in a few minutes roundtable. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins from Northern Illinois for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, we got a good turnout from Northern Illinois. Now let's see if we can get just a good turnout from Southern Wisconsin. Well, we did have one time the W9AXD checked in short time, so we'll see. Any more any station in Southern Wisconsin would like to check in? Please call now.
KC9RGG Norm in Orfordville, Wisconsin.
Delta 9 Golf Delta Yankee, Jim, on the north side of Beloit.
Okay, I got two stations checking in from Southern Wisconsin. K9RGG Norm in Orfordville, Wisconsin. Got you checked in and get back to you a few minutes roundtable. Thanks for checking in. KD9GDY, Jim in Beloit. I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you a few minutes roundtable, and thank you for checking in. Any more general check-in from Southern Wisconsin for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Well, it is Friday Night Fish right now in Wisconsin. You know where everybody's at. The favorite bar, restaurant, tavern needs their catfish, buffalo, carp, northern pike, walleye, muskie, crappies, and those of you in the Milwaukee area, you're out tailgating at American Family Field. You're eating your Polish sausages, brats, kielbasa, Braunschweiger, and hot dogs. So I'm sure there's a big crowd tonight for the Brewers game. They're playing the Cubs in that parking lot, jam-packed with tailgaters. So okay, those of you who are eating that famous Wisconsin cheese. Okay, at this time I will take check-ins from anywhere in Northern Illinois or Southern Wisconsin for the Friday Night Fun Net. Please call now. This is K9GCR with the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9AXD Repeater in Rockford, transmitting from Friday Night Fun Net Central here in Freeport. Okay. Let's go with the traffic. The only traffic I have, Richard, N9CO in Belvedere, still has tickets for the upcoming Sandwich Hamfest this coming Sunday. They're $8 in advance, $10 at the gate. If you want to still get tickets from them, you contact them at area code 547-8686. Area code 815-547-8686 if you still want tickets for the Sandwich Hamfest. So I believe the gates will open at the 6 a.m. There'll be food vendors, and the Hy-Vee's going to have some stuff there. So there'll be a good time we had by one and all there at that Hamfest. That's the topic tonight on this net. We're going to be asking everybody. You're going to be going to buy stuff. You just meet people, or you want to do both. So okay. Do we have any stations from anywhere in Northern Illinois or Southern Wisconsin would like to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Oh, that's right. We're the traffic center. Does anybody else have any traffic you'd like to pass along for the net? Okay. We got the traffic out of the way. Now, we move on to the next segment, which is our technical, TechNet portion. W9UIJ Carl's Corner. In honor of our late great friend and colleague, Carl Larson, W9UIJ. He always had a segment called Carl's Corner on the old Tuesday evening at TechNet on the Monroe Repeater. He read stuff about propagation theory and what have you. Okay, are you having a problem with your amplifier or power supply? What kind of an antenna do you want to put up on your tower? What kind of a mobile unit do you want to buy, or a base unit? You have technical questions? We'll try to answer them for you. Does anybody have any technical questions they'd like to bring before the net? Okay, no technical questions, so we'll move on to the next item. The W9 Gene Duncan DX Corner, in honor of our late great friend and colleague Gene Duncan, W9GD, King of DX. Every time you check this net, you always have a DX report to pass along. Okay, at this time, does anybody have any DX reports that they'd like to pass along at this time? KD9MED, Carrie, do you have any DX reports you'd like to give us?
This is KD9MED. Thank you, Jimmy. Hi, everybody. On DX, on FT8, this week started out really good. And Wednesday morning, early, conditions were so good that it was hard to find a spot to transmit on the 10-meter and 12-meter bands. I've seen that happen before on 10, but I've never seen it before on 12. Brief reset. But then I think it was around 10 a.m., mid-morning, geomagnetic storm hit, and then everybody had to do a bunch of repeats and a bunch of broken QSOs, and it didn't really come back to really good conditions until today. Anyway, I got 21 countries for the week, no new countries. The most notable, I guess, is I got 8 Japans, 5 Indonesias. Indonesia and Southeast Asia are getting easier and easier. I got 2 Kazakhstans in one night. Brief reset. There's one QSO party this weekend. It's Florida, the Sunshine State, which is, I find to be a pretty easy state to work from Rockford. I don't know why, but there's kind of like a radio highway that goes to Florida. Thanks a lot, KD9MED, the Duke of Digital DX.
You're welcome, Kerry. Thanks for that DX report you always bring for us there. And thanks for letting us know about the Florida QSO party. I'll see if I can pick up anybody this weekend. Sounds good, Kerry. Okay, thanks for that report. Does any other station have any DX reports they'd like to pass along? Please go ahead. All right, as per usual, we always put him down as an honorary check-in. Even though he's no longer with us, he's very much alive here on the Friday Night Fun. That's Gene Duncan, W9GD, W9GD, HC honorary check-in. Of course, that call is now held by Gary. in Crystal Lake. He was formerly K9FM-L. So, okay. Next item on the agenda, we will do, if I can find it here. We got, all right. Let's do the swap net. If you don't want to take anything down the sandwich, here's an opportunity to get rid of your equipment right here on the Friday Night Fun Net. All items you bought, sold, or traded must be related to hobbies of ramps, radio, or computers. All items you bought, sold, or traded must be the property of or possession of the person who wants to get rid of stuff. I mean, mention prices over the air, but any haggling should take place either in person or over the telephone. Also, no commercial business of any kind is allowed. Is any station having any swap net traffic at this time? Okay, I guess not. So I guess we'll move on. So good luck. That's where. Okay, the topic, the question at hand, the Sandwich Hamfest. You gonna go to buy stuff, or you gonna look? You meet people, or what do you do? Okay. AC9NW. What do you say? You're going to Sandwich? Are you looking to buy stuff, or are you just gonna meet people, or what are you gonna do?
I won't be going to Sandwich. I'll probably wait until the Belvedere Hamfest and go there. And when I go, I do a little of each. I keep my eye open for some items that I might need. I like to build projects. I look for parts. And I also keep my eye open in case there's someone I recognize. Or if someone's got a name tag and I've never met them, at least I'll figure out who they are and meet them face to face. AC9NW, back to net.
Okay, sounds good. Also, I haven't heard anything, but I believe Starved Rock Hamfest, I think, will still take place. I think last year they didn't have it at Princeton. They had it down at the fairgrounds in Mendota. I've not heard anything whether that will take place this year. It's usually the first Sunday in June to have that Starved Rock Hamfest. So, okay, well, you want to look forward to, Belvedere, that's fine too. That's the only Hamfest I really go to, Belvedere. That's a Sandwich. I think that's a little bit far there for me there. But okay, sounds good. Thanks for checking in there, Tom. KD9MED, Mike and Rochelle. Are you going to Sandwich this Sunday? If you do, you're going to buy stuff? You're just going to meet people, or what are you going to do?
Might be passing by on this one, Jimmy. Got a few things going on at home, but generally I will go to some of the local Hamfests, usually I will buy a few little antenna parts, tubes, and things like that I need, but this one I think I'll sit out. KD9MED, back to net.
This is K9GCR with the Friday Night Fun Net of W9AXD Repeater and Rockford, transmitting Friday Night Fun Net Central and Freeport. I hear you. Why don't you, hopefully we'll see you there next, this coming fall. I know, Ricky, WX9RLT wanted so bad to meet you there last year. He didn't get the opportunity, but hopefully you two will get to meet this year. Okay, thanks for checking in, Mike, and thanks for all you do. Kerry, K9MAP. Are you going to Sandwich this Sunday? Are you going to buy stuff? Are you going to just meet people, or what are you going to do?
This is KD9MED. Well, my apologies to the Sandwich people and all the work that they put into putting that on. I'm not going. I'm just trying to make my car last as long as possible, and I just don't want to put those kind of miles on it. Usually when I go to Hamfest, I dig through boxes and look for piece parts for construction and experimentation. I'm not doing that much construction anymore. I'm really focused really heavily on operating right now. So, and plus things are getting more expensive, so I have less disposable income. I guess you guys have noticed the inflation, so. I probably will go to Belvedere. We'll see. KD9MED.
We had a wonderful time down there last year. Thanks for coming and picking me up and bringing me back home. That was great. That was a great time we had down there. Okay, hey Carrie, thanks for checking the Friday night fun net. I'm sure we'll probably hear you during the trivia segment in a few minutes. Okay, Kurt, KE9N and Roscoe. I know you're going. I know you probably won't have time to look around or buy stuff. You got your own stuff you want to get rid of. So what do you say?
KC9GCR, KE9N. Well, actually, Jimmy, this time I'm not going to go. I don't have that much stuff. I sold just about all of it at the Jefferson Hamfest, and so I'm not going to go to this. But I am working on trying to accumulate a few more items that I'll have at the Belvedere Hamfest. So this time I'm not going to go to Sandwich, but I am planning on going to the Belvedere Hamfest. Jimmy, can you give me the rundown on where that, well, I don't know if it's a repeater because they're not using PL, at least not the same one that we have, but where is that other station located that we hear?
I was told that repeater's in Manitowoc, Wisconsin. That's where it's located. It's been that way for about all week now, but every day and night's been coming in. I know the other day Ron N2RON, I think he kind of got a little disgusted. He said, he kind of said something on the air about there. But yeah, that's in Manitowoc, Wisconsin.
Well, it's interesting because when they identify, all you hear is a 9GLK. I don't hear a N or W or A or anything like that, and I wasn't real sure where it was. They're not tripping our repeater, I know that, so they're not using the same PL if they even have a PL, but I just wasn't sure where the heck it was located. Okay, that gives me a little more to work with then. Anyhow, I'll turn it back to you then, Jimmy, and yeah, I'll be around. KC9GCR, KE9N.
Okay, sounds good, Kurt. Thanks. And thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun. And I'm sure we'll probably hear from you later on. KC9RGG, Norman or Overville. What do you say? Are you going to go to Sandwich? Or that's probably a little bit of a long haul for you. But are you going to go to Sandwich Hamfest this Sunday? You going to go buy stuff or look around? or meet people? What are you going to do?
KC9GCR, KC9RGG. Yeah, Norm, or Jim, it's a little bit of a long haul for me. I probably won't be going down there, but I remember years ago going to the county fair down in Sandwich, and that was one of the best fairs around. So maybe I'll have to get back down there sometime and see what's happening. KC9GCR, KC9RGG.
Okay, Norm, sounds good. Well, I believe Stoughton will be coming up later this spring. I think in May or June or what have you. So I'm sure you probably have an opportunity to go there.
Hey, Jim, you ready for a story about Stoughton? It's a story about what happens when you cross LSD with lutefisk. You take a trip to Stoughton.
That sounds good. I think I'm gonna write that down somewhere. Norm, hey, that was great. Thanks very much. I better let you go so you can hit the sack. But thanks. I'll definitely write that down. Thank you very much for taking the Friday Night Fun. Okay, KD9GDY, Jim and Boyd. You've been only a ham radio operator for a short time, but I was going to ask, I don't know if you've been to any ham fest or not, but by chance, are you going down to Sandwich this Sunday? If you are, you're gonna buy some stuff, or are you just gonna meet people, or what are you gonna do?
Jimmy, good evening. This is KD9GDY. I had to look up to see where Sandwich was. I see it's down there west of Chicago. But I do enjoy going to Hamfest. Now, when I first moved back to Beloit, as soon as I moved back in, it was a Belvedere Hamfest, and went down there and had a great time. I think it was a great Hamfest. I believe you were attending that, and I'm sorry I didn't get to meet you there and have an eyeball QSO with you. But anyway, the last Hamfest I went to was up at Jefferson. Had a table there next to Kurt, NE9N, and but I was organizing and running the Straight Key Century Club booth there, and getting members signed in and giving them their pins to wear, their SKC pins, and demonstration of Straight Key, Bug, and Cootie, and I got 3 new members signed up, so it was a good day. I plan on trying to do the same thing at Belvedere. And I know the Hamvention's coming up down there. Xenia is coming up. I've been to that one twice, but I'm not going this year. So, are you going to allow time, 73 round or comment round for us to talk about other stuff? Jimmy, go ahead.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, you got something else you want to bring up, go ahead.
I'd like to bring up, I don't want to tie up your net there too long, but I took down some antennas today here, some wires. I had a fan dipole I took down, so I'm down to 1 antenna now. That's it. And then next week I'm going to be gone. I won't be in here Friday because I'm going to be in Indiana with the Fort Wayne Radio Club, and we're going to be running the Indiana QSO party. So all you guys listening that want to work some Indiana stations, W9TE. Make sure you work W9TE. That's the call for the Fort Wayne Radio Club, and I'll be one of the operators there. And so I'll be running some CW, I'm sure, and some phone. I've been just sitting here practicing my trumpet for the upcoming concert Wednesday at U-Rock up here in Janesville, and also getting started with the Turtle Creek Chamber Orchestra here in town. So I'll kick it back to you. Manitowoc, the Manitowoc call. I don't know if that's the one Kurt mentioned. Kilo 9 Mike Tango Whiskey. Kilo 9 Mike Tango Whiskey. That's the same frequency that's listed here with a different PL. KD9GDY, back to net.
Okay, sounds good. Kurt, KD9N, did you copy that?
Yeah, I got it. Okay, no problem. I thought it was 9GLK, but shows what I know. Okay. Thanks a lot, Jim.
Let me jump in. Yeah, that's the Manitowoc frequency. Now, there may be another call that's using that frequency. There could be several in the region. KD9GDY.
Comment?
Yeah, comment. Go ahead.
This is KD9MED. When Al was discussing that repeater that's on the same frequency as ours, didn't he say it was in Metamora, not Manitowoc? I think it's the same number of syllables and it starts with an M. Metamora, I thought he said. KD9MED.
Comment also from KD9QDP.
Repeaters. They use the same frequency. The one, yeah, you're right. There's one down in Metamora, Illinois, down in near Peoria. That's what Al sometimes talks to stations down there. Use that repeater with their PL, and of course there's the one in Manitowoc, Wisconsin. There's another one also in Indiana.
Matt, KD9QDP.
K9QDP. Hello there, Rick. Let me check in. Go ahead.
You're talking about the Manitowoc repeater up there. That's on a PL of 107.2, and the call is W9DK.
Okay, W9DK. Okay, everybody copy that.
In a 500-mile radius of me here, there is only 3 repeaters. Of course, the one here in Rockford. There's one in LaPorte, Indiana. That's K9JSI.
That's got a PL of 131.8, and that's 132 miles away. And the one in Manitowoc's 145.3 miles away.
Okay, well, Rick, thanks very much for that information. Anybody in those areas, if the conditions are favorable, you're able to hear this repeater. This repeater in Rockford is a PL 114.8 minus offset. We'll take your check-ins. Everybody is welcome to check into this net. So, okay, Rick, thank you very much. And oh, by the way, Rick, are you going to Sandwich this Sunday?
Heavens to Murgatroyd, no. I've got enough stuff over here to last me a lifetime, I think. But I probably will attend the one in Belvedere.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. I know a lot of the guys here in Freeport, like George N9 WSQ. Some of the other hands here in Stevens County used to go down and make it a point to go down there every year. I don't know if they'll be doing that this year or not. I haven't heard anything, but... Okay, well, Carrie, thank you for checking in. So, and this is K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9AXD Repeater in Rockford, transferring for Friday Night Fun Net Central here in Freeport. No, I will not be going to Sandwich. I only go to the one in Belvedere. That's Sandwich is a little bit too far for me, but those of you who are planning on going down there, I wish you luck. I hope you buy a lot of stuff down there. Okay. Are there any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? You're coming over to Friday Night Fish Fry, Steak Fry, grocery shopping, or the show. If you just turned your radio on, or you've been copying the mail for the last 42, 43 minutes, this is your chance to check the Friday Night Fun Net from anywhere in the region. Without traffic, please call K9GCR. Okay, speaking of Sandwich, I got this is number 2 of the 30 original Radio Nut jokes. You know you're a radio nut when you spend hundreds of dollars on a new rig and then wander the Hamfest, pausing each time you pass the booth selling those $7 embroidered call sign hats, thinking, I wonder if they'll take $6. That's number 2 of the 30 original Radio Nut jokes. You have homemade Radio Nut jokes you want to pass on, give me contact me here on the radio on the Friday Night Fun Net hotline. The homemade Radio Nut jokes are better than the 30 original ones anyway. That's a Manitowoc repeater ID. Again, you people in Manitowoc, you're welcome to check in this net. This repeater is a PL 114.8 minus offset. This is the Friday Night Fun Net. We hold this net every Friday evening at 8 p.m. Okay, next on the list, we're going to do some. We're going to do the Friday Night Fun Net trivia. This is really for those people who are studying for their first ham radio license, and those of you who are listening on scanners, you're listening to us because you can't listen to police communications anymore unless you have a very expensive digital scanner. You can still monitor fire and EMS frequencies on VHF analog high band. Of course, you're also listening for the enjoyment of it too. So, but this is for those who are studying for their first ham radio licenses. We're going to, I read questions from RRL's Tech General Next Q&A books there. So, okay. All right. In these questions I'm going to read is in keeping with the topic of radio etiquette, which we talked about last Friday night. I'm doing this at the suggestion of Richard N9 CEO. So I've got some questions here. So here we go with the first one. When is willful interference to other amateur radio stations permitted? A, to stop another amateur station which is breaking the FCC rules. B, in no time. C, when making short test transmissions. D, at any time, stations in the amateur radio service are not protected from willful interference. When this willful interference to other amateur radio stations permitted. A, to stop another amateur station which is breaking the FCC rules. B, at no time. C, when making short test transmissions. D, at any time, stations in the amateur radio service are not protected from willful interference. Does anybody have a correct answer to this question?
KD9MED is going to guess Bravo, B Bravo.
You are correct, Terry. You are correct. When this willful interference to other amateur radio stations is permitted, correct answer is B Bravo, at no time. 97.101D, intentionally creating harmful interference, is called willful interference and is never allowed. Ham Radio License Manual, page 8-6. Okay, let's find another one here.
I was going to say E, at any time of the day when you're not sleeping.
That's a good idea, Terry. That's good. Yeah. Okay. I found one there. Okay. All right. Which of the following applies when two stations transmitting on the same frequency interfere with each other? A, common courtesy should prevail, but no one has absolute right to an amateur frequency. B, whoever has the strongest signal has priority on the frequency. C, whoever has been on the frequency the longest has priority on the frequency. D, the station that has the weakest signal has priority on the frequency. Which of the following applies when two stations transmitting on the same frequency interfere with each other? A, common courtesy should prevail, but no one has absolute right to an amateur frequency. B, whoever has the strongest signal has priority on the frequency. C, whoever has been on the frequency the longest has priority on the frequency. D, the station that has the weakest signal has priority on the frequency. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
AC9NW, A Alpha.
You are correct, Tom. You are correct. Which of the following applies when two stations transmitting on the same frequency interfere with each other? Correct answer is A Alpha. Common courtesy should prevail, but no one has absolute right to an amateur frequency. If a transmission seriously degrades, obstructs, or repeatedly interrupts the communications of a regulated service, that's considered harmful interference. Common courtesy should prevail, but remember that no one has an absolute right to any frequency. Ham Radio License Manual, page 8-6. Okay, let me find another one here. Okay. Okay. Which of the following is an accepted practice to get the immediate attention of a net control station when reporting an emergency? A, repeat SOS 3 times, followed by the call sign of the reporting station. B, press the push-to-talk button 3 times. C, begin your transmission by saying priority or emergency, followed by your call sign. D, play a pre-recorded emergency alert tone followed by your call sign. Which of the following is accepted practice to get the immediate attention of a net control station when reporting an emergency? A, Repeat SOS 3 times followed by the call sign of the reporting station. B. Press the push-to-talk button 3 times. C. Begin your transmission by saying priority or emergency followed by your call sign. D. Play a pre-recorded emergency alert tone followed by your call sign. Anybody correct to answer this question?
KE9N.
Go ahead, Kurt.
I'm going to say C, and then you snap your heels together 3 times and say there's no place like home.
That's good, Kurt, but you are correct. You are correct. Which of the following is an acceptable practice to get the immediate attention of a net control station when reporting an emergency? Correct answer, C, Charlie. Begin your transmission by saying priority or emergency, followed by your call sign. A station with emergency traffic should break into an ongoing contact or net at any time. If you are operating on phone and are reporting an emergency, break in by saying priority or emergency, followed by your call sign. Ham Radio License Manual, page 6-16. Okay. Okay, we'll move over to the general portion of the Q&A, but before we do that, we have any more stations who've just joined us who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net. Please call now. I think people might be out enjoying the weather. So this is the first really good day we've had weather-wise in several days. Watch out for tomorrow, though. There's a possibility of severe weather tomorrow afternoon. Keep an eye to the sky and an ear to the repeater. Monitor 147.195. If anything happens, you hear Ricky, WX9RLT with the Skywarn. So, okay. Let me reset. Okay. Let me reset. Okay, now we're going to go into the general portion. If I can find the question. Okay. If I can find the right... okay. All right, here we go. When choosing a transmitting frequency, what should you do to comply with good amateur practice? A. Ensure that the frequency and mode selected are within your license class privileges. B. Follow generally accepted band plans agreed to by the amateur radio community. C. Monitor the frequency before transmitting. D. All these choices are correct. When choosing a transmitting frequency, what should you do to comply with good amateur practice? A. Ensure that the frequency and mode selected are within your license class privileges. B. Follow generally accepted band plans agreed to by the amateur radio community. C. Monitor the frequency before transmitting. D. All these choices are correct. Anybody correct to answer this question?
KD9QDP.
Go ahead, Rick.
That sounds like that would be a D.
Oh, you said sound like that would be a D. Well, you are correct. You are correct. It is D. When choosing a transmitting frequency, what should you do to comply with good amateur practice? A. Ensure that the frequency and the mode selected are within your license class privileges. B. Follow generally accepted band plans agreed to by the amateur radio community. C. Monitor the frequency before transmitting. Well, the correct answer is D. Delta. All these choices are correct. Choosing a frequency is straightforward. Be sure the frequency is authorized to general class licensees follow the band plan under normal circumstances, and listen on that frequency to avoid interfering with ongoing communications. 97.101A, General Class License Manual, page 2-4. Okay. I'll find another one here. Alright, where is the... Okay. Which of the following complies with good amateur practice when choosing a frequency on which to initiate a call? This is a different question, by the way. A, check to see if the channel is assigned to another station. B, identify your station by transmitting your call sign at least 3 times. C, follow the voluntary band plan for the operating mode you intend to use. D, all these choices are correct. Which of the following complies with good amateur practice when choosing a frequency on which to initiate a call? A, check to see if the let's do that again. I stumbled a little bit there. Which of the following complies with the good amateur practice when choosing a frequency on which to initiate a call? A, check to see if the channel is assigned to another station. B, identify your station by transmitting your call sign at least 3 times. C, follow the voluntary band plan for the operating mode you intend to use. D, all these choices are correct. Anybody correct to answer this question? Okay, people, if you know this question, come on, let's not depend on 1 or 2 people to answer these questions. I'm going to read this question one more time. Which of the following complies with good amateur practice when choosing a frequency on which to initiate a call? A, check to see if the channel is assigned to another station. B, identify your station by transmitting your call sign at least 3 times. C, follow the voluntary band plan for the operating mode you intend to use. D, all of these choices are correct. Anybody correct to answer this question?
Okay, if nobody answers it, I will. KD9QDP.
Okay, Rick, go ahead.
Sounds like that might be D.
You said D, Delta?
Yeah, I said C.
C, senor. But you are correct. You are correct. It is C. C, Charlie. Which of the following complies with good amateur practice when choosing a frequency on which to initiate a call? Correct answer, C, Charlie. Follow the voluntary band plan for the operating mode you intend to use. Under normal conditions, follow the voluntary band plan. Well, that's in the book there. It's a table G3.1. It's a good way to choose a frequency compatible with your planned type of operating. Very crowded bands or special operating events require that you be flexible in your frequency choices. General Class License Manual, page 2-2. Okay. Okay, that concludes this portion of the trivia segment. I think we got 1 or 2 more in the extra class. But before we do that, do we have any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net from anywhere to reach it? Without traffic, please call K9GCR.
K9EPZ, recheck.
Go ahead, K9EPZ. Good. Hello, Al. Now, I know you're not going to Sandwich this Sunday, but I know, of course, I saw you several years ago at the Belvedere Ham Fest. Have you ever been to Sandwich or some of the other Ham Fests?
KD9EPZ, yes, I have been to Sandwich, but unfortunately not this year. I don't have transportation anymore. I don't have a vehicle, and so I don't have a way of hauling my scooter. So I donated my scooter to a veterans organization, and of course I sold my van. so I don't have a way of getting there and getting around very well once I get there. So I guess I'm done with Hamfest. But if I have been to Sandwich, and if I was going to go, I generally go to meet people. And if I happen to see something, that sparks my interest, I might pick up a few connectors or things like that. But I mainly go to support the club that's putting it on and get to meet some people.
That's good, Al. That's good. Nothing wrong with that. Well, thank God you guys. There's a veteran who you'll be using that scooter and that van there. That's thank goodness. Okay, Al. Thanks. Okay. Let's. Any more stations want to check in? Please go on out. Okay, resuming the trivia segment, we got a couple more here in the extra class segment. Let's see if I can find the question there. Some of these questions really belong in the technician's portion there. Okay. I'm trying to find the right question. All right. Okay. Which of the following types of amateur station communications are prohibited? A. Communications transmitted for hire or material compensation except as otherwise provided in the rules. B. Communications that have political content except as allowed by the Fairness Doctrine. C. Communications that have religious content. D. Communications in a language other than English. Which of the following types of amateur station communications are prohibited? A. Communications transmitted for hire or material compensation except by as otherwise provided in the rules. B. Communications that have political content except as allowed by the Fairness Doctrine. C. Communications that have religious content. D. Communications in a language other than English. Anybody correct to answer this question?
KD9EPZ.
Go ahead, Al.
A is an alpha.
You are correct, Al. You are correct. Which of the following types of amateur station communications are prohibited? Correct answer is A, alpha. Communications transmitted for hire or material compensation, except as otherwise provided in the rules. With few exceptions, amateur communications must be free of any monetary interest. 97.113C, or extra class license manual, page 3-20. Okay. One more question here, and let me reset. All right. Okay, we'll find it here. Oh boy. I'm trying to find the right question here. Apparently, I can't. Oh boy. Okay. You know what? I'm trying to. I think that's going to do it for Friday Night Fun, that trivia. Tried to find another question, but I thought I had there, but I lost it. So this concludes Friday Night Fun, that trivia for the evening. Well, I have decided that next week I am not going to have a trivia segment next week, and because we're doing the 700th edition of the Friday Night Fun Net, and I figured next week, and I figured we can do the trivia segment the following week. So that's what we'll do. There'll be no trivia segment next week. So okay. At this time, any more stations would like to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Okay. Let's now I'm going to give a rundown of all the other nets we have in the area. In about 55 minutes, if you're able to pick up the CFMC 443.750 repeater in Chicago with a PL 114.8 plus offset. Night watch will be getting underway. They came in a little bit last night. They stayed in for a while, and then they went away. That's how it was last night. But night watch night gets underway at 10 o'clock. That's out of Chicago. Again, the repeater is 443.750. The PL 114.8 plus offset. If you cannot get into that net on the repeater, you can get it via the Echo Link. That net runs 7 nights a week. It gets underway at 10 o'clock. It all depends on who is net control and how many stations that check in. Last night, I think they got done just after 11 o'clock. Oh, yes. Don't forget. Tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. on this repeater, we got the Saturday evening Ragju net. We talk about different subjects. We go around a few times, talk about different stuff. I was net control last week. I was filling in for Jamie, W9JTC. I think something happened that he forgot to do the net. And let's see. I think it'll be Larry, K9KGT, who'll do the net being the 5th Saturday. So he'll probably do that tomorrow. And I'll take over again on I'll be net control on May 7th. So don't forget Saturday evening Ragchu net, 8 p.m. here on this repeater. Okay. After that, if you're able to pick up the 146.910 repeater in Milwaukee, PL 127.3 minus offset, there is a Saturday night fun net that gets underway. That starts at 9 o'clock, and I haven't been able to pick them up lately, but that net is a lot more structured than this one. You got checking, like, certain way you got checking, I'm giving an example, like A through G, H through N, so forth like that. And some of the topics they talk about, I wouldn't even dream of bringing it on this net, but if you want to hear that net, that's on 146.910 repeater in Milwaukee, PL 127.3 minus offset, Saturday night fun net. Also, Greene County Aries Races net meets every Sunday evening at 7:30 p.m. on the 145.110 repeater in Monroe. That has a PL 123.0 minus offset. Scott, K9YI is net control of that net. It's a combination Ragchu, Aries net, and Ragchu net, if you know what I mean. If you haven't heard that net, do check in, tune into that net on Sunday nights, and 7:30 p.m., 145.110 repeater in Monroe, and find out, see for yourself. Okay, also at 8, the Big Thunder Amp Radio Club holds its Sunday evening net at 8 p.m. on the 147.375 repeater in Belvedere. That has a PL 100.0 minus offset. At the same time, the Whiteside County Aries group holds its Sunday evening net on the 146.850 repeater in Sterling. That has a PL of 114.8 minus offset. That antenna is located about 300 feet in the air on the Illinois State Police District 1 radio tower. Also, let me reset. Okay, I'm happy to report the return of the Sunday night Savannah net. Remember, those you remember, Earl, W9KKJ used to run that net for many years on the 147.135 repeater in Savannah. That repeater now has a PL of 107.2 plus offset. Actually, last Sunday, whoever was net control forgot to show up, so it was mostly erratic. But that new net gets underway at 8:30 p.m. Again, it's the return of the Sunday night net that was held on the Savannah repeater for many years. If you're able to get into that repeater, do check it out. Okay. Monday evening at 7 p.m. here on this repeater, we got the Monday night rah-rah info net. I will be net control this coming Monday. Larry, K9KCT, and I share the duties of net control. He ran that net on this past Monday. I think he had a total of 6 or 7 check-ins. Folks, let's start checking in that Monday night rah-rah. It's been around for many, many, many years. Wait to see that go by the board. Immediately following that net, there's code practice, also with Larry K9KZT. The Lee County Areas Group holds its Monday evening net at 8 p.m. on the 146.97 repeater in Sterling. That has a PL of 82.5 minus offset. Also, the Kishwaukee Ham Radio Club holds its Monday evening net at 8:30 p.m. on the 146.730 repeater in DeKalb, PL 100.0 minus offset. It'd be interesting to find out if there'll be any conversation about the Sandwich Ham Fest. See how that Ham Fest went, or how will it have gone well. So, okay. Tuesday evenings at 7 p.m. on the 147.195 repeater in Rockford, PL 114.8 plus offset. We have the first of the two health and tech nets. Let's see. Larry H9GO usually runs the Tuesday night net, although Larry K9KCT ran it this past Tuesday. And I do the Thursday evening net also at the 7 p.m. We ask everybody how they're doing health-wise, and if you have any technical questions. Also, Tuesday evenings at 8 p.m. on the 28.390 megahertz at 10 meters of upper sideband vertical polarization. The North America long wires net is held with Rick K9QDP, and I'm happy to report that he is going to continue his duties as a net control operator, so that'd be good. I think he had 8 check-ins this past Tuesday, so if you're not doing anything, do check out that Tuesday night net. He would appreciate a lot more check-ins than he's getting now. Oh yeah, also, at 7, I almost forgot, at 7 p.m. on Tuesdays, on the 145.450 repeater in Janesville, PL 123.0 minus offset, the Rock County Public Service net meets. Then let's see, Tuesday evenings at 9 p.m. on the 147.165 repeater in Oregon, PL 146.2 plus offset, the Ogle County Amateur Radio Net for every Skywarn holds its Tuesday evening net. Wednesday evenings, we got 2 nets here in Freeport on the 147.390 repeater, PL 114.8 plus offset. The first net is our weekly Seams County Area net, which I'm net control. Then the second, that's at 7 o'clock. Then at 8 o'clock, we have the Wednesday evening swap net with Mel, N9RFD, and I share the duties of net control operators. The net runs from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. till all traffic is handled. Mel, at 9 RPM, the trustee of the 39 repeater brings us Hampshire Radio Newsline. 15-minute independent news broadcast devoted entirely to Hampshire Radio. Those of you employed, I haven't forgotten you. The Greater Boyd Hampshire Radio Club holds its Wednesday evening net at 7:30 p.m. on the 147.120 repeater in Boyd with the PL 123.0 plus offset. I regret to say I'm not able to get into that repeater. Okay. Also at Thursday evenings, at 7 p.m. we have the second Health and Tech Net with yours truly, Jim K9GCR. And okay. Okay, as you know, we no longer hold a Salvation Army Saturnet on the 39 repeater, but hopefully we'll get that underway again there. So let's see. I got my other papers here. I'm trying to mention about some of the other. Okay. One moment, please. Okay, first of all, the West Metro Chicago Saturnet meets every Monday evening on the Wheaton, the Community Radio Hampshire Repeater at 7 p.m. local time. It's on frequency of 145.310 or 145.31 megahertz with a minus offset and a PL of 107.2. The East Metro Chicago Saturnet meets on Tuesday evenings on the Chicago FM Club on 146.760 repeater. That is PL 107.3 minus offset. That meets at 7 p.m. Okay, I'm trying to find the other those other Saturn nets. Oh boy, that's the way it goes here with all these papers I got all piled up here. So okay, one moment please. Here we go. Okay, International Saturnnet meets Monday through Saturday at 1500 hours Zulu on 14.265 megahertz, 20 meters upper sideband. The Central Territory Saturnnet meets on Tuesdays at 1330 hours Zulu on 7.265 megahertz, 40 meters lower sideband. And yes, last but certainly not least, the Senile Net meets every Monday through Friday between the hours of 1400 and 1500 hours Zulu on 14.287 megahertz, 20 meters upper sideband with Chuck W9AXD as your net control station. Okay, you're all up to date on your local nets. Support your local net control operators, your local nets, your local repeaters. You remember Benny Ham Radio Club, by all means support your local clubs. Okay, at this time, do we have any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
KD9UOM. I'm still mobile, but I'm within range, and I will be able to be here for the rest of the night. Once again, that's KD9UOM. Check in for the rest of the night.
Okay, Scott, we've got you. You're good. You're my very first check-in tonight. So, okay. Welcome to the Friday Night Fun Net. This net meets each and every Friday at 8 p.m. on this repeater. And again, welcome to the wonderful world of ham radio. So, tell us, Scott, I know I've talked to you several times before on the 195, but tell us how long you've been a ham, and how do you like this hobby so far?
Thank you, Jimmy. I've been a ham about a month and a half. I haven't explored it too much, but
For those of you who don't know me, my name is Scott. I'm a 22-year-old, relatively new ham. Passed my tech and general both at the same time. Started out with the Baofeng UV5R and went up to ham radio a couple of weeks ago and got myself a shiny new radio, the Yaesu FT70D. I'm still very interested in the hobby, still looking to learn more. Great to hear from you guys. Great to be on the net.
That's good. I know you've checked in. I think on one of the health and tech nets there too. I think on the Monday Night Raw net too. So okay, that sounds terrific. Now, are you going to the Sandwich Ham Fest this coming Sunday?
I really wanted to. I did, but unfortunately, I have to be working that day. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make it to the Sandwich one. But I will definitely be requesting off for the Belvedere Ham Fest, and I will 100% be at the Belvedere Ham Fest.
Okay, sounds good. Now, I don't know if there's a way you can take your HC to work with you tomorrow. There's a possibility of severe weather tomorrow. You might want to take your HC with you to work. Tune to the 195 repeater, and if there's any severe weather, you can monitor the WX9RLT Ricky with the Northern Illinois Skywarn. If they need to go, anybody the spotters go out, you'll hear their transmissions if anything develops, and they do a great job too.
Well, that was on the K9RFD repeater here in Rockford, correct?
Yes, that's correct. It was the 195 repeater.
Thank you very much. I will monitor if I can.
Okay, Scott, again, welcome to the Friday Night Fun Net. Officially welcoming you, that is, and welcome to this wonderful hobby of Raps Radio. 7-3, you have a good evening and drive carefully. I know you'll be listening for the rest of the net.
Again.
Yeah, station, go ahead.
November 9, Delta, Lima Bravo, checking in. Good evening, Jimmy. In and out, no traffic.
N9GLB, it's Dave here at Freeport, about a mile west of me. Okay, Dave, I'm sure you heard that new ham, Scott, K9ULM. So, 22-year-old kid, and that's great. We're getting more younger people into this hobby.
Yes, it is. Good evening, Scott, and I believe that's your name. Good evening, Scott. This is N9GLB, Dave in Freeport. Like Jimmy said, about a mile east of him. Welcome to the hobby. Enjoy. N9GLB.
Yeah, Scott. Dave's been in this hobby longer than I have been. I've been in this hobby since 2004, and my late Elmer, Al Rislap, got K9SGW. I still got his QSL card posted at my desk here. He took me to the meetings of Stevens County Repeater Association. That's how I got to meet a lot of the guys there, especially Dave and George, N9WSQ, our club president. So he has his own repeater there at Dakota. PL 147.300, the PL of 88.5 pulse offset. But you, Scott, I know you're gonna enjoy this hobby. That's for sure. And enjoy your privileges now. Your other privileges, like your general and X-ray, will come down the road.
KD9UOM here. Yeah, I definitely will. Right now, I'm definitely not flexing my amateur or my general privileges yet, but that'll come with time. I just really wanted to have a license to grow into, and that's what I did.
You just take your sweet time. Don't worry about it. Don't let people try to rush you. Just you got your financial situation and what have you there. That your time will come to buy get your HF rigs and what have you. But meanwhile, right now, enjoy the privileges that you already have. Okay. Do we have any more stations who'd like to check into the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Oh boy, I'm looking at the temperatures. watching the Channel 39 news. In Carbondale right now it's 73 degrees, and we're in the mid 50s here. But don't worry, summer's coming. Okay. Okay, we don't have any thing going on here, so I'll tell you what I'm going to do. What the Florida QSO party coming tomorrow, what I'm going to do, I'm going to read the DX Code of Conduct. I'm going to read the Contester's Code of Ethics. Okay, DX Code of Conduct. 1, I will listen, and then listen again before calling. 2, I will only call if I can copy the DX station properly. 3, I will not trust the DX cluster and will be sure of the DX station's call sign before calling. 4, I will not interfere with the DX station nor anyone calling and will never tune up on the DX frequency or in the QSX slot. 5, I will wait for the DX station to end a contact before I call. 6, I will always send my full call sign. 7, I will call and then listen for a reasonable interval. I will not call continuously. 8, I will not transmit when the DX operator calls another call sign, not mine. 9, I will not transmit when the DX operator queries a call sign not like mine. 10, I will not transmit when the DX station requests geographic areas other than mine. 11, when the DX operator calls me, I will not repeat my call sign unless I think he has copied it correctly. 12, I will be thankful if and when I do make a contact. 13, I will respect my fellow hams and conduct myself so as to earn their respect. And this is number 14. This was suggested by Kerry, K9MED. I will send a QSL card to the DX operator to confirm my contact with the station. That's the DX Code of Conduct. Now, I will read the Contester's Code of Ethics. 1, I will learn and obey the rules of any contest I enter, including the rules of my entry category. 2, I will obey the rules for amateur radio in my country. 3, I will not modify my log after the contest by using additional data sources to correct call sign / exchange errors. 4, I will accept the judging and scoring decisions of the contest sponsor as final. This is KC9GCR with the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9AXD Repeater in Rockford, transferring for Friday Night Fun Net Center in Freeport. Before I continue, do we have any more stations you'd like to check in? Please call now. Okay, continuing with the Contester's Code of Ethics. 5, I will adhere to the DX Code of Conduct in my operating style. 6, I will yield my frequency to any emergency communications activity. And last, number 7, I will operate my transmitter with sufficient signal quality to minimize interference to others. That's a Contester's Code of Ethics. A while back, I'll tell you what Rick K9QDP said, and I think he may be right. If everybody observed the DX code of conduct and the contesters' code of ethics, probably nobody will be able to make any contact.
Jimmy, I got a follow-up on that.
Go ahead, Rick.
To obey those rules, amateur code of ethics, chances are you'd probably be trying to work the same station till about midnight if he's still on the air.
You got a point there, Rick. You got a point.
Every day that stuff, seriously, there's no rules that apply to that. It's every man for himself.
Especially on 75, 80 meters. Oh, boy. I guess that's something else there.
It's not only on those two bands, it's on just about every one there, wherever a contest applies, yeah, they can be treacherous out there at times. It's getting to the point you got to look both ways before you key your mic.
Boy, ain't that the truth? Yeah, that's for sure. Okay, thanks. Well, I'll tell you what. As long as I'm at this, I'm going to read the Apters code. But before I do that, any more stations like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net or any more comments? Okay, well, as long as we're at it, we might as well do the Amter's code. 1. The Amter is considerate. He never knowingly uses the air in such a way as to lessen the pleasures of others. 2. The Amter is loyal. He offers his loyalty, encouragement, and support to his fellow radio amateurs, his local club, and the American Radio Relay League, to which amateur radio is represented. 3. The Amter is progressive. He keeps his station abreast of science. It is well built and efficient. His operating practice is above reproach. 4. The Amter is friendly, slow and patient sending when requested, friendly advice and counsel to the beginner, kindly assistance, cooperation, and consideration for the interests of others. These are marks of the Amter spirit. Number 5, the Amter is balanced. Radio is his hobby. He never allows it to interfere with any of his duties. He owes it to his home, his job, his school, or his community. And the last one, number 6, the Amter is patriotic. His kindness is, no, let's do that again. The Amter is patriotic. His acknowledge and his station are always ready for the service in his country and his community. That's the Amter's code, as Tony K9RFD used to say. Some not only not by night on the radio, but throughout the life itself. Let's hope the day never comes when we have to put these stations in the service of our country. If we ever get in a war with Russia, let's hope that never transpires. That's for sure. But we're ready to go in case we're needed. Just like tomorrow, if we get that severe weather they're talking about tomorrow, the Skywarn members in Winnebago County and here in Stevens County will be ready to go. Okay, stand by. So let me put my papers back in order here. Okay, I got so many of these folders here and papers. It's hard to do this stuff. So, okay. Any more stations would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Well, I'm waiting for Dean, the K9FLO, to check in. He's probably had last week he checked in early, so we'll see what happens. But we're going to get him in here one way or another. I want to. Well, this net's not over with yet, but I want to thank everybody, especially the members of the RAH Board of Directors, the Kurt KD9MED, the new RAH president, and also the repeater chairman, for allowing me to use this repeater to run the Friday Night Fun Net. Now I'm going to run down the list of stations that have checked in so far. I've had no early bird check-ins, early check-ins tonight, so here we go. KD9QLM, Scott, the new kid on the block. We got you checked in. Of course, you were my very first check-in. So KD9VU, Mike in Janesville. K9EPG, Alan Rochelle. W9WTF, Tom in Janesville. K9QBE, Greg and Boyd. K9KGT, Larry, the King of CW. In Rockford, N9GBP, W9JTC, KD9RPP, Greg's better half. 89 Sugar Fox, Scott, in the beautiful Kishwaukee River Yacht Club, south of Rockford. Thank you for checking in, Scott. K9QPL, Paul in Loves Park, AC9NW, K9MED, Mike, who's recording this net. Let me reset. I gotta be careful what I do and keep it with radio etiquette. K9MED, Mike in Rochelle, who's live streaming this net on the internet. And let's see. He's also recording it for future rebroadcast of Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page. Kerry, K9MAP, K9N, Curtin Orozco, RAH President, Repeater Chairman, K9RGT, Norman Orville, K9GDY, and Boyd, Jim and Boyd, and myself, K9G, Sarah Necrotome. The late, great Gene Duncan, W9GD. Gene, and he's in ham radio heaven. I do this after the W9 Gene Duncan DX corner. That call is now held by Gary, formerly K9FML, K9QDP, Rick, and N9DLB, Dave here in Freeport. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 stations checked in on the air, 21 and 1 honorary check-ins, a grand total of 21 check-ins. Any more stations want to check in, please call now. Okay. Hope you guys have a fun Sunday at the Sandwich Ham Fest. Make sure you take your dollars, your pesos, your lira, your marks, your pound and the sterling, your shillings, your rubles. Be sure you tell your drachmas, your shekels, and the denarii. Be sure you take your cryptocurrency and your bitcoins to the Sandwich Ham Fest. I like to spice up to that, folks. Okay. Hopefully everybody will have a good time had by one and all down there Sunday. Any more stations want to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Does anybody have any additional questions, comments, or input or traffic you'd like to bring before the net? RB, HC honorary check-in, and his better half, Tracy, N9CAB, HC honorary check-in. Scott 89SF checked in. There's one of my early bird check-ins. No, my early check-ins, short time check-ins. That's right. So okay. K9FEO. Justin, I gotta give him a call on the phone. We gotta find out when he and Jason are gonna bring that desk mic sometime. He said he'd bring it sometime in April, but I think Kevin must have got tied up or something. Let me reset.
X9
Station, come back.
Hey Jimmy, I'm up on the main one now. WX9 RLT checking in there for you.
Okay. put you down. W9RLT. I put you down as honorary checking last week. What's going on, Ricky? I know you're getting ready for tomorrow.
Good evening, Jimmy, and everybody out there. Hold on here. Sorry for that feedback there. Yeah, not too much going on here. I was actually watching Reed Timmerman's live feed earlier, and they had a pretty good-sized tornado down there in Andover, Kansas earlier. So, yeah, not too much going on here. Hopefully everybody's doing pretty good, and yeah, there's a slight chance for severe weather tomorrow, so I'm kind of super excited over this way. So hopefully everybody will be safe tomorrow. Good to hear you, Jimmy. Hopefully you got a pretty good check-in. Check out, or hopefully a lot of people checked in there.
Well, I've had no early bird checking, so let's see. I got check. Let's see. Once again, I got count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah. As far as on-air check-ins go, you're checking number 21, but I got my one. I got 4 honorary check-ins. So, 2. They got 25 check-ins overall. So that's. I thought maybe with the weather being nice, it kind of was slow for a good part of the night. So, but I figured, but that's I got a good turnout so far.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good. Yeah, 21's always a good number, so I'll take 21. All right, Jimmy, I'll send it back to you. I just wanted to jump in there real quick and throw me down there for general. So I appreciate it, Jimmy. Back to you, WX9RLT.
Okay, Ricky, before I let you go, I'm asking the question. Is everybody going to Sandwich to the Ham Fest? A great majority of them said no. What do you say? Are you going down there this Sunday?
Yeah, I'm going to be one of the majority. So I have heard quite a bit of good things about that Ham Fest. Unfortunately, I'm just not able to make it down there. So, but from what I've been told, you know, those who do go down there are going to have a good time. So I've always wanted to go to it, just have yet to go. So I'll send it back to you, Jimmy, WX9RLT. You said a majority of them said no, right?
QSL, majority said no, they were not going.
Yeah, is it just because of how far it is, or did anybody give reasons, you know, why, or just general no?
Well, Kirk KD9MED got rid of all this stuff there at Jefferson. And of course, they got a lot of people got other plans going on. Got family considerations. And that was or they just plain old decided they just weren't going to go. They're going to wait and go to Belvedere.
Yeah, I can relate to that. I'm definitely going to be going to Belvedere, so I'm going to save up my money for that one. I heard Dayton's pretty good, so if anybody goes over to Dayton this year, I guess that's going to be a pretty good one. So, all right, Jimmy, I'm going to jump out of here so you can continue with the net there. So, much appreciated for having me.
Don't forget to listen to it on the Facebook page. Okay, Ricky, sounds good. Anything happens, we'll definitely be monitoring 195 tomorrow afternoon and evening. Catch you later. K9GCR 7.
Thank you, DP.
Okay, at this time, are there any more stations who'd like to check into the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go on.
D9QDP with a comment there, Jimmy.
Yeah, go ahead with your comment there, Red.
As far as the Dayton Ham Fest goes, all rooms and hotels, motels, whatever over there are filled to capacity. They're all booked up. All the campsites within the area of Dayton are filled. So if you go to Dayton Ham Fest, you better check around probably outside of Dayton. Look for some area campsites. There's hotels or something. But you go to the Dayton Ham Fest, you won't be anywhere near Dayton.
I can believe that, and I'll tell you what, isn't this the first time they've had it in a couple years?
That's it. That's the reason why there's no vacancy over there. Everybody that had intentions on going, you know, it's been a couple of years since they had it, and those that are steadfast on attending it each year, you know, they booked early there, and they got their rooms, their campsites, and all that now.
Okay, sounds good. Ricky, WX9RLT, are you still listening? Did you copy that information?
Yep. I kind of figured that would happen. Definitely sounds like it's going to be a great event. And from what I understand, you know, it was a couple of years. You know, it doesn't surprise me they filled up quick.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay. Ricky, thanks for checking in, and Rick, thanks for that comment. Okay, I want to see if by chance maybe Dean, K9FLO has made it there. Any more stations I'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please go on out.
Kilo Bravo 9, Victor Radio Whiskey.
Yeah, come on, come back, I did not catch that.
Kilo Bravo 9, Victor Radio Whiskey. KB9VRW. Scott, Crystal Lake.
Oh yeah, K9VRW, Scott and Crystal Lake. I hear you check into the Ogle County areas on Tuesday nights. Okay, sounds good. What's going on with you? And tonight I'm asking the question: Are you going to the sandwich? I screwed that up. The Sandwich Ham Fest. Most of the hams said they're not going. What about you? Are you going to be going to some?
Oh, yes. I've been a ticket master for the Sandwich Ham Fest for the last 2 years. I've been selling them like crazy. And I will be going to Dayton. And there are still spots in hotels in the La Quinta and the Hope Hotel. La Quinta and Hope Hotel, as of yesterday morning, still had hotel rooms. They may be highly priced.
Oh, okay, well, that's good. That'd be good to hear. That's good to hear.
And it's also their 70th anniversary.
Like that's going to be one expensive ham fest, considering the price of gas, what it's going to cost for the hotel room, and then to get in there. How much are tickets?
Okay, so that sounds terrific. That's how long Queen Elizabeth's been on the throne in the UK. This is her 75th. This is her platinum anniversary this year. She's 95 years old. She's been Queen of England for 70 years, since 1952.
There'd be term limits on queens now.
Repeat that. I keyed up for you. Say again.
They said there should be term limits on queens now, huh?
Well, I'll tell you what. She's a wonderful woman. You know what? I like to see it happen. In 5 years, if she's still alive, it'll be her 75th anniversary. She'll be 100 years old. Let's hope that takes place. This is K9GCR with the Friday Night Fun at W9AXD Repeater in Rockford, transferring for Friday Night Fun at Central and Freeport. I may have to put him down as an honorary check-in, but I want to wait a few minutes. He might have forgotten about it, so I'm going to continue. Let's see. One of the best guys in the whole world. He just didn't check in tonight, but he usually listens, but he only checks in once in a while. Richard N9ZO. 8C honorary check-in. He still has tickets. You still want to get a hold of him. Call him at area code 815-547-8686. Area code 815-547-8686. If you still want tickets to go to the Sandwich Ham Fest, $8 in advance, $10 at the gate. They're going to have food vendors, and I think there's going to Hy-Vee is going to be there. So that's a good time will be had by one and all. Okay. Any more stations you want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
KC9GCR. K9FLO.
Okay, Dean, I knew you'd check it. I was just kind of waiting for it. Okay. K9FLO. Okay, Dean, I've got you checked in. We had a new ham checking tonight. In fact, it was my very first check-in. K9ULM, Scott. He's a 22-year-old kid. I don't know if he's still listening or not there, but we got a new one joining the ranks.
Good evening, Jimmy, and everyone else out there on the net tonight. And very good. Always good to have some new blood in there. Somebody young with a lot of money and they don't know what to do with. Well, probably not that, but anyway, be looking for new type equipment or whatever. And yeah, this sounds good. So I'm running a little late tonight, but I got tied up with something, and anyway, figured I better get down here and see if you're still on. I figured you would be. Let's see what's going on tonight there, Jimmy.
Well, as you know, the Sandwich Ham Fest takes place this coming Sunday. I'm asking everybody whether are they going to Sandwich, and do you look for do you go to buy stuff, or do you go to meet people, or what do you do? A majority of the hams said they're not going. Only a couple of them said they would be. What do you say? Are you going this Sunday?
No, I'm not. Got other commitments, but yeah, that I haven't been to that one there in probably a few years. Probably 20, 25 years ago, I think, was the last time I was down there. But no, I'm kind of out of the ham festing thing. Last one I went to was the Jefferson one, which was a month ago, which was much closer for me. That was only about a 45-minute drive, so that's kind of nice. That was real good. They had a really good turnout there, and the great facilities. It's all indoors, and that was very enjoyable. So that's my first one of the year. The only one out. Next one I'm making to Jimmy be the CFM one there at Belvedere this fall. Hate the thought of that coming up, but yeah, those are probably the only two. I don't really, usually whenever I go, I'm selling stuff. I don't buy much anymore. The wife kind of says I don't need any more, which I kind of concur with that. And I'm trying to downsize and, shrink up the old shack. KC9GCR, K9FLO.
I hear you, Dean. Well, I look at it this way. I got plenty of stuff I need. I don't really need any more stuff there. I got 3 mobile radios. I can monitor 3 different repeaters at the same time. I got my HF rig. Then I got my several different kinds of antennas. My 2 weather radios. I got several different scanners. I even have an old CB rig there, which Rick, K9QDP gave to me, so I'm all set.
Yeah, well, that's all you need. You only can talk on one at a time, so it works out good. Yeah, I always like going to meet everybody at the fest, but it's not as easy as it used to be. And the driving and that, we only have 1 vehicle now, so I have to kind of share it with the wife when she wants to do something, so especially in the weekends and that. But they're always fun to go and see everybody. That's probably the best part of it. And run into Jimmy once in a while there at some of the ham fests. And otherwise, that's about it. Heard you check in there last Tuesday. Very good. there, Jimmy. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's for sure. You know, there's another net that takes place on Tuesdays at the same time. We got the first of the two health and tech nets we run on the 195 repeaters. That's one nice thing about monitoring two different repeaters. So sometimes I'll check in time. Otherwise, I have to check in later with either of the nets.
Oh, I got a question for you unrelating to radio. Do you know if Union Dairy is going to be open this year?
Yes, they're already open. In fact, they opened on March 1st. So they've been open for about 2 months now.
Okay, well, we usually do a summer trip out there to test out the goodies.
Oh yeah, there should be now I don't know about they're not up to full strength as far as the personnel goes, but I think I think they cut back on their hours a little bit. I don't know what's going to happen during the summer, but yeah, they're open. Anytime you get a chance, you're welcome to come over.
Yeah, we usually like trying to make a trip over there every couple of years, and we're due this year, and that'd be our trip. We'll stop at there, and then sometimes drift over to Galena and spend a night there, and kind of make a weekend of it. But I'll wait for it to warm up. Whenever summer finally gets here, how's that sound?
I hear you. Yeah, well, you know, I was saying the other night, I said, you know what? I think we're going to have a cool spring, and then we're going to have a hot summer. That sometimes that happens. I really think that's going to be the case.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Boy, this year is really different. Of course, the good news is that we've made up for our rain deficit, so that'll make all the farmers happy and have good crops this year and all that. Certainly this winter was a lot better than previous winters we've had, especially the one there last year, I think it was, where we had all the ice damming taking place on the roofs, at least around this area. So this winter's been a lot better. And the temperatures haven't been that bad either. I mean, very no extremes. You know, one thing that I've noticed this month that's been unusual is we've had a lot of wind. In fact, I think they said on one of the local channels that we had about 23 days in April in which the wind reached at least 20 miles an hour, and they were saying that was a record. So I didn't even know they tracked that, but anyway, I could certainly tell it because I haven't been able to crank up my tower since early this winter. And it'd be nice when the weather moderates and I get the tower cranked up, see if it still works anyway. KC9GCR, K9FO.
KC9GCR, oh yeah. Out west, I think it was in California and some of the western states, they're saying this was the worst drought that they've had, and well, I'm not kidding you. They said the worst drought they have in well over 1,500 years. That's what they showed there. They weren't joking, but that's what they showed out there.
Got that ID there, very good. Wow. Gee, I wonder who was keeping the record on that back then.
You wonder too, probably the Indian, the native tribes or what have you. They were the indigenous people. They're probably doing that.
Yeah, well, you know, I think this ought to be a pretty good farming year with now that we've recovered our rain and we'll see what it brings us. Kind of looking forward to, you know, I haven't even got anything. I've got neighbors out here that have already mowed, and they're a little anxious. but I haven't even got anything ready to for mowing this year. I haven't even put the battery in the tractor or anything, so I'm still dragging my feet on it. I got to wait for the grass to get a tad longer, and that and have a nice sunny day, more than just one day. I think we have, 1 day a week of sun, and then today I think we had a half a day. So I'm hoping we can go for a record one of these times and have maybe 2 days in a row with sunshine above 60 degrees. That'd be a nice plus there, Jimmy.
Yeah, we don't want it to rain too much or the farmers won't be able to plant their crops. That's for stand by. This is K9G with the Friday Night Funnet on the W9AXD Repeater in Rockford, transferring for Friday Night Funnet Central and Freeport. It is now 10 p.m. curfew time. Parents, do you know where your children are at?
They're probably out having fun.
I hear you, Dean. We got to have a... It's nice to have the rain, but we don't want it to rain too much or the farmers won't be able to get out and plant their crops. They're behind schedule already from what I hear.
Yeah, the weather started up here. A couple of the fields they've been planting, so that's good. So they'll get it in. I think this will be a pretty good year as long as we don't have any other extreme weather. Just make it normal. And there's the other thing that's kind of odd. I was just reading an article that we've had quite a few food processing plants seem to be catching on fire and stuff like that. And in fact, they were saying there's been like 22 food processing plants this year that have been burned down or whatever. So, wow, what are we going to do with all? If we get a good crop, what are we going to do with that if we don't have any place to process food? So I wasn't aware of any of that, but I don't know what's going on that there, Jimmy.
Oh boy, I wasn't aware of that. But no, that's not that. That's not good. Of course, what was I going to say too? Let's see. Yeah, I was going to say something. Oh yeah, of course you got the shortages. You got the supply chain issues and what have you. Stuff is not getting in and what have you. And everybody's, the other day I called Rosati's Pizza. I was going to have them deliver I was going to deliver some pasta or what have you. They said they regret to inform me that all their drivers were sick. And I thought, oh boy, I wasn't aware of that. So I ended up calling another place.
Yeah, not surprising. I know the deliveries are getting really tough. Just times have changed. This is our new world. I guess we have to adapt to and kind of go with it. And, who knows? Let's hope the farmers do good this year, and we get the war gets settled, and everything kind of get back to normal. It'd be nice to have just a normal, uneventful summer. Boring. I'd like to have a boring summer, Jimmy.
I hear you. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice? Hey, Dean, as always, it's a pleasure talking to you. You have a good night, a good weekend, and we'll definitely check in on Tuesday night. We'll definitely look. By the way, next week it's going to be a special edition of the Friday Night Fun. It's going to be the 700th edition. We're going to ask everybody what you like about the Friday Night Fun Net, what makes you want to check it every night. We got some special stuff we're going to be doing. So I just wanted to let you know that.
Very good. Sounds like a worthwhile event. And I was going to mention, I may not make it to that one. We're getting ready to go on vacation. a long vacation here, so I don't know if I'll be on there. We got to get ready for a flight out of here at Saturday. So, but I'll try to get down here. By golly, I can't miss that. That's a monumental event. There, Jimmy. K9RFD.
Okay, sounds good there, DJ. If you don't check in, I'll put you down as an honorary check-in. I don't know, I don't know if you have Facebook or not, but you can listen to it on the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page. Dean 73, talk to you later. K9G I'll record. Thanks for checking it.
7-3, Jimmy. Take care, and everybody have a great week.
Bet. Thanks. Good luck on your vacation there too. If I don't hear you next Friday night. Okay. Thanks. Any more stations would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net at this time? Please call now.
KC9GCR. This is KC9YI.
Kilowatt Charlie 9, Delta Delta Foxtrot.
Number 9, Chicago Northwestern.
Okay, I got 3 stations checked in there. KC9YI, Scott Monroe, I've got you checked in. KC9DDF, John and Elton, I've got you checked in. And N9CNW, Mark and Roscoe, I've got you checked in. John and Mark, I'll get back to you in a couple minutes here. Scott, KC9YI, what's going on with you?
Hi, Jim. Our company left, and we had a nice big meal here. I had some baked cod and a good dinner, and so I'm about ready to head for bed and get a good rest. Getting pretty tired. Over.
Okay, sounds good, sounds good. I was asking a question tonight. As you know, Sandwich Hamfest is going to take place this coming Sunday. I was just out of curiosity. Are you planning on going to that Hamfest or not?
What Hamfest is that, Jim?
Sandwich, Illinois Hamfest. That's always held the first Sunday in May.
Oh, yeah. No, I've never made that one, I don't think. If it was years and years ago. There's an antique radio swap fest up in Madison tomorrow, too, I think. Kind of off the east side, I believe. Anyway, if we'd go to anything, we'd probably go to that.
Okay, sounds good, Scott. Sounds good. Hey, I want to get these other stations here, but hey, you have a good evening. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. We'll talk to you on the Green County Net this coming Sunday night. Thanks for checking in.
Yeah, real good, Jim. Thanks for getting me in there, and you have a good week, and we'll talk to you later. Probably talk to you on Sunday night. This is KC9YI. I'll be clear. 107.
Okay, thanks, Scott. That's Scott. He's a net control and operator of Green County Aries Net. Meets on the Sunday evenings at 7:30 p.m. on the 145.110 repeater in Monroe, PL 123.0 miles offset. Okay, KC9DDF, John and Elton, what's going on with you?
Hi, Jimmy. We switched over off our battery power, so we're running full power here. Not much. Got a nice 40-mile bicycle ride this afternoon with a buddy, so that was awfully nice. And not sure on the Hamfest. Probably not, but I might change my mind. Kind of been a little bit under the weather, especially early mornings. So we'll kind of play it. But I got a ride. Somebody's offered me a ride, so we will see. Undecided. I'd kind of like to go, so we'll see how tomorrow goes and see what the weather forecast is. But put me down as a maybe. There, Jimmy, but we always enjoy that one. It's the nice fairgrounds. It's kind of fun to get out. So we will see, but you're sounding good. Hopefully you copy all this. And, boy, that's it. Thanks for Friday Night Fun Net, Jimmy. KC9DDF.
You're welcome, John. Yeah, most of the hams said they're not going. So, and of course, I don't go either. I always go to the one in Belvedere. So, John, if you get a chance to go, good luck. Hope you buy a lot of stuff. talk to you down the road. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Have a good evening. N9CNW, Mark, what's going on with you?
Nothing going on.
Nothing too much going on. I'm a little tired today after I went for my treatment and stuff, so I took a little nap. That's why I missed you earlier. And no, I probably won't make the Ham Fest either. I got a big order I got to get out first part of next week, so I'll be working all weekend getting that assembled. N9CNW.
Okay, Mark. Hey, thank you for checking into the Friday Night Fun Net. Maybe we'll catch you tomorrow night on the rag tour net at 8 o'clock here. So, 7-3, thank you for checking in. Are there any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
November 9, Golf Bravo Papa.
N9GB Peter, yeah, late to check-in. That's great. What's going on with what's going on with you?
Oh, not a whole lot. Had some things to take care of tonight, so I had checked in early bird, but I am back now. So, yeah, like I said, not a whole lot going on here right now.
Please make it a...
Okay, sounds good. Are you going to Sandwich this coming Sunday?
Well, I haven't quite decided yet. It's my birthday weekend, and I'm probably going to be out doing stuff tomorrow, but I might go down there, but there's nothing I really need, and I don't need to spend extra money, so I might just stay home on Sunday. I'm not sure yet.
Okay, sounds good there. Well, I only go to the Belvedere Ham Fest, so that's about the. Well, a lot of the hams said that on this net said they're not going, so don't feel bad. Hey, thank you, Greg. Thank you for checking in. You have a good evening. If maybe we'll catch you tomorrow night on the Saturday evening ride net.
All right, sounds good. I'll talk to you tomorrow night. 73.
Oh boy, we're picking up another repeater here. So okay, it might be that Manitowoc repeater. Somebody's probably finally getting on there. So okay, any more stations would like to check the Friday Night Fun at this time? Please call now. Okay, I will continue my list of honorary check-ins. KD9LOA, Brandon. H in McConnell, HC honorary check-in, Lena, I should say. KD9OVJ, John in McConnell. That's what I was thinking about. Check-in number 33, and I'm trying to think, W9KLG, Kevin, HC honorary check-in, AC9JZ, HC honorary check-in, and Vince, K9TSU, HC honorary check-in. 36 check-ins overall, so any more stations you want to check in, please call now.
Up and down.
Okay, I want to tell you about the Friday Night Fun Net Central Hotline. Area code 815-232-FN, 232-3636, local Freeport number. We haven't had any hotline check-ins tonight. We did have one last week. So, okay, you've seen it on the Facebook page. It's a traditional red desktop touchstone telephone. If it's if I'm transmitting, if you hear it ring, it's a real telephone ring, folks, not that phony baloney cell phone ring. So, okay. Then, again, check out Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. You'll see updated pictures of my ham shack, see pertinent information about the Friday Night Fun Net. You see, you even see updated weather information. So, and again, this net is being recorded on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. Listen to tonight's net there when it's posted. Hey, with the Friday Night Fun, that Facebook page, every night is Friday night. Or you can listen to it every day. Every day is a Friday, if you want to listen to it that way, too.
Much as they're charging.
Okay, be sure you tell your mothers, your fathers, and sons, your daughters, your brothers and sisters, your aunts and uncles, your nieces, your nephews, your grandparents, your in-laws, your neighbors across the street, down the street, next door. Be sure you tell your butcher, your baker, your candlestick maker. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the checkout counter of your grocery store. Be sure to tell the clerk behind the counter of your convenience store. Be sure to tell the clerk behind the counter of your post office when you buy your stamps or envelopes. Be sure you tell your waiters, your waitresses, or your bartenders at friendly neighborhood bars, restaurants, taverns, or pubs. Be sure you tell your new car dealer, your used car dealer. Be sure you tell the members of your local PTA, PTO. Be sure you tell your stockbroker, your cashier at your local bank, your teller. Be sure you tell your garage mechanic, your used car dealer, your used car dealer. Be sure you tell your priests, your ministers, your rabbis. Be sure you tell your mullahs, your ayatollahs, or your imams. Be sure you tell your probation officer, your parole officer, your divorce lawyer. Be sure you tell your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your ex-boyfriends, your ex-girlfriends, your husbands, your wives, your ex-husbands, your ex-wives, your ex-in-laws, of course, your old ladies about the Friday Night Fun Net. The more checking, the better the net. Make sure you have a valid FCC license before you check in. Sorry, folks, we don't take check-ins from jailbirds, jammers, potty mouths, crackheads, dopeheads, bondheads, telemarketers. If you take a knee or clench your fist when the national anthem is being played, we don't take your check-in. Also, you don't back the bull, we don't take your check-in. That's plain old all there is to it. Okay, with that, this concludes the Friday Night Fun Net for Friday, April 29, 2022. I want to thank everybody for checking in. It was a great topic tonight, Sandwich Ham Fest. Okay, with that, this is the last call for any stations who want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net from anywhere in the region. With or without traffic, please call K9GCR. Last call for Ratchet Jaw.
Yeah.
Okay, tune in again next week, same time, same repeater for the special 700th edition of the Friday Night Fun Net. We're going to do a lot of stuff next Friday night. Ask everybody what do you like about the net, and would you change anything different, or what ideas you have for the net? We'll do a lot of different stuff next week. Until then, this is Jim, K9GCR, Net Control the Friday Night Fun Net. Now closing down this Friday, April 29, 2022 edition of the Friday Night Fun Net. Return the repeater to frequency normal amp radio use at 10:19 p.m. Central Daylight Time. 3 hours, 19 minutes Zulu time with an overall total of 36 check-ins. This net is now closed. Repeater is now open for normal amp radio use. 7-3s, everybody. This is K9GCR. Wishing you all a 7-3 to all, and to all a good night.
For
KD9MED, K9MED, K9GCR.
KD9MED.
Okay, go ahead and post it at 36 check-ins, 2 hours and 19 minutes net. We ended at 10:19 p.m. Central Daylight Time.
I'm just going to have to...
All right, copy that, Jimmy. I'll go ahead and post the stream then. KD9MED, clear and 73, Jimmy.
That's separate.
Good night, and thanks for all you do tonight. We're picking up the other repeater, too. At least there's traffic on there. K9GCR. Good night. And just in time, too. Here comes the thunderstorm.